All righty then. Okay. Hello, Christine. How are you? Glad to have you on board with me on tonight. Thank you for joining me. Hello there. How are you, Anita? Glad to have you with me on tonight. Thank you for joining me, Jessica. Hello, Jess. How are you? Hello, Cynthia. Good evening. Thank you for joining me on tonight. We're going to talk about a hot topic, and that is we're going to talk about the lies that keep on coming. Hello, Camilla. How are you? Yeah, I noticed you're back again. Hello, Sheila. How are you doing, Sheila? Thank you for joining me. I'm excited about the topic for tonight. I think it's going to be groundbreaking. How many of you have dealt with lies upon lies? Patricia, you know Patricia, I need you to write me. Write me, Patricia. Write me. I need you to write me. I've been looking for you just to thank you so much. Sheila said, I am doing well. So, Patricia, write me. You can write me at destinyhelper12s at gmail.com. Destinyhelper12s at gmail.com. I am looking forward to you writing me. Hello, Wanda. Okay, thank you. Love you too, Princess. How are you doing, Wanda? Great to have you on board. That's right. Just keep coming in. Just keep coming in. We were talking about the narcissist, and we're talking about how the narcissist lies. She said, I'm doing better. Wanda, I am so glad that you're doing better. How many of you have experienced lies from the narcissist? Just lies upon lies. She said, I don't know that I'm thinking that my mom has some narcissist. Oh, your mom may have some narcissist traits. Well, if you listen to those videos, we are very descriptive of those traits. She said, I missed the past two due to sleep. And today, she said, I was the first one in. I'm so glad. I am so glad that you're in too. Hello, Petra. Thank you for coming on board. She said, yes, I have. You know, and when they lie, they just don't lie and just take advantage of the lies. They actually accuse you of what they're lying on. Hello, Angela. How are you? Jonathan, how are you? She said, still going. I am still going strong. Absolutely. Karma, hello there. It's a projection. Absolutely. Absolutely. She said, I appreciate your information, Mom. You are so welcome. She said, I am good. I am so glad. Cece. She said, hello, Mother Sadler. I pray all is well with you. I need to email soon. Yes, email me, please. By all means, email. Camilla said, at 40 years old now. She said, at 40 years old, I don't know anything about it growing up. Oh, okay. You probably just coming into grips with it now. She said, lie, lie, lie. And they tell you straight to your face. And they behave that, and they believe their own lie. They absolutely do. Hello, they're free to be happy. How are you? She said, my son is married to one. She said, and your series have helped me, helped him. I am so glad. Ooh, a female narcissist. We need to deal with that. If you think you're going through with a male narcissist, a female narcissist is even more tremendous. Kathy, could you call Tyler, please? Tanisha, How are you? She said, hi, first time on this forum. Well, you know what? I hope you enjoy this forum. These are some blessed people, and you're going to be amazed at what you find out. She said, we'll get caught in lies and gaslight you. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. And you know, the thing about it is when they lie and you confront them, then they start to gaslight you. They start telling you it's you lying, that you're trying to trap them, that you always making up something against them, even if you see them in it. Like one young lady walked up and the guy was kissing another woman, and as he was kissing another woman, she said, what are you doing? He said, what do you mean? She said, I just saw you kissing. He said, I didn't kiss her. And I mean, he stayed with it until when he finished, she didn't believe that she saw it either. She said 21 plus views. Hit like a button. Wow. She said denial is their first and last name. Absolutely. Absolutely. And see, the thing about it is once the narcissists know that you're onto them, once the narcissists know that you're onto them, they they feel a narcissist hate to get caught. They feel that they're too slick to get caught. And getting caught is offensive to them. And getting caught makes them angry. It makes them angry because they feel that you are too undeserving to catch them, that you are beneath them to catch them, that they have a right to do whatever they want to do when they want to do it, and they should not be challenged. That's the narcissist. The grandiosity really work in this instance. She said, by the way, I've been getting a lot of holiday hoovers via block calls. She said, and I never answer. I'm truly amazed that they do exactly what you say and that they would do exact time you say they would. Absolutely. A narcissist is hardly ever a narcissist does the final discard. When a narcissist do the final discard, usually it's because you have gray rocked them and they know there's nothing else there. They know there's nothing else there, which is very, very, very seldom. A narcissist will be gone for 5 years and show up with a Hoover. And when they show up with a Hoover, they show up where they left off. She said, my first time here. Oh, Miss Divine Soul, I am so glad that you're on board. I hope you enjoy this. 21 viewers. Hit the like button. Yeah, everybody hit the like button. Thank you. I think that's Eon. She said, everybody in the forum, click the like button. Thank you. She said, and they try and twist your words. They do. Very deceptive. And Carmen say, sometimes they discard you after they after you are destroyed and no few left. Absolutely. That's why I told you they hardly ever do the final discard. He said, hi, Helen. I've been watching your videos since I first came across your content. Thank you for your work. She said, in the last 2.5 years, I have incurred two narcs, one as a fiancé female and a 14-year friendship. Oh my God, you have some tremendous experience under your belt. She said, and the fiancé tried to kill me in a car accident. Oh, you had a malignant narcissist. So, Ian, what did you notice about the female? When did you notice the narcissistic traits at first? How did you respond to that? Ian, I want you to call me at Destiny Hepper. Write me at Destiny Hepper 12S. I would like to talk to you. I want to interview you. I would like to do a forum with this, especially male. I need males. I need men that have had experience with females. So I would like for you to write me Destiny Hepper 12S. Okay, he said, I'll love to. I will love you too. Destiny Hepper 12S. At gmail.com. I want to talk to you, and I want to do a forum with male and female narcissists. So some of you that are online with me tonight, you can expect me to call you if you've emailed me and you've been here with me, I want to call and talk to you. Some people don't know that they're exposed to a narcissist. They are going through everything that we went through, but they don't know that they're exposed. They don't know what it is. They know that this one is different. They know it feels different. It feels strange, and they are devoted to the narcissist, and they wondering why they cannot break away. And the narcissists lie and lie and lie. And at first they believe it's a lie. Then they don't know whether it's a lie because they get gaslighted. So until now they think they're losing their mind. They don't know what is right and what is wrong. And Jonathan said, I'll be glad to write you about my female narc. Please write me. Please write me. I am looking forward to talking to you. I'm getting ready to have a conference dealing with narcissism, the workings of narcissism, and the experiencing, and it's experiencing the narc. What do we have to say about it? And so most people don't know what they're going through, and they will like people to talk about it so you can feel secure, not naming names. And we can just talk about the experience, and other folk will start coming out with what they have, but they'll know that they're not crazy or insane, which the narcissist accuse them of, and the narcissist is encumbered with them with lying and lying, and they don't know that they're being gaslighted until some of them are on edge, and a few of them have actually had to be institutionalized, and some of them even lost their children behind it. And we want them to know that they are not insane, that what they are experiencing is legitimate. It is a narcissistic relationship, and some of them have been diagnosed with NPD, and some of them have the traits. And these people need to know that there are other people like yourself that are with them, because they can hear your voice and they need to hear your voice. You have their answers in your mouth. Miss Divine Souls, I just learned about this, my parents and ex-husband. And Carmen said, I've been told that a specific person in my life is either historic or histrionic or a narcissist. Oh, well, let's see what the trait. She said, I would tell my son, absolutely, absolutely. And zero tolerance said, oh, hello, how are you? Hello there, XOXO2. She said, mine was terrible. How was he terrible? XO. Give us some character traits, because somebody here probably can talk about it, and they need to hear your story. She said, have you chosen a date for that conference? No, Christina, I haven't. But now, and what spawned it was, once I saw Ian, I realized I've been wanting to do it, and I settled it tonight that I'm going to do it. So it will be next year. It'll probably be February. February is the month that I want to do it. So it's give us time to prepare and time to get people to register. She said, I sent you an email a few nights ago. Revived lady. Okay, I would check my email, because you know I get thousands of emails. So I would check that and put your name in specifically. She said, broke in my house and also through the front door. Oh my God. Yeah, he sounds like a malignant narcissist. She said, it is so interesting when you know one. It is. You'll never forget it either. The covert narcissists are demons. They are the slickest one. Undercover and very, very, very dangerous. Yes, XOXO2 said, lie, 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 gaslighting. Absolutely. Ian say, a demon is exact. You know, because the spirit they have is very diabolical, and they have no empathy. When they exemplify empathy, it's not because they're sorry for something they did to you. It's something that they want to display in order to get something from you. And when they show sympathy, it's not real sympathy, just like when they show love. They're not showing love because they care about you. They're showing love because they're love bombing you. They're pulling you in. They're reeling you in. Excuse me. And I did a video on the venomous lover. And the venomous lover is dealing with love bombing, which I'm going to do another segment of that. Hello, Teresa. She said, I've seen his entire face change. Absolutely. She said he had 3 different children. Oh my God. Cut my brakes when I broke it off. He is dangerous. He may be psychopathic. He may be a psychopathic narcissist. She said, I've seen, she said, This creature will remove $20 bills from my purse and replace them with $1 bill as if you would not notice it. She said he was so slight he's keeping his new supply a secret by, but she made herself known. Absolutely. When we call it dirty little secrets. So and I'm going to teach on that, when a narcissist has dirty little secrets, it's usually very repulsive and it can be extreme, and he keep it a secret. And sometimes the narcissist maintain that secrecy because it would be embarrassing to him for anybody to find out. He don't even want to display. You know how the narcissist does things, and then they put it in your face to make you feel like you're beneath them, or regret, or they stimulate you to work harder for them. Well, dirty little secret, they don't want nobody to know. So when when you find out about it, they are very, very angry. She said, sleep with women there as a threat. She said the word salad, oh my God, the word salad is crazy. If you've ever been with a narcissist and they word salad, it don't make any sense. It's talking gibberish. It's like if you talk to a baby and the baby babble, the word salad is like babbling. They say stuff, it doesn't make sense. They run their words into words, and they keep on going, 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 and they keep on going. And when they finish, they get back to the first. So you never resolve anything, you never complete anything, because they're going to start that whole segment over. And just when you thinking you make headway, they go right back to the beginning. Dirty little secrets sometimes. Ooh, be gay relationship, absolutely. Or pedophile relationships. She said, can they truly love someone? No, ma'am. Absolutely not. A narcissist does not love anybody, unfortunately. And sometimes people, it take them years to find that out. Not Free Living said, break those ungodly soul ties with your controlling mom. Ooh, absolutely. Yeah, sometimes with parents, you have to go no contact with parents too. They're your parents, but in order for you to streamline, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you are the only help, and the parents are elderly, and you know if you move back that it could be an endangerment to themselves. Then you have to learn how to function with them, because it doesn't stop the evil. It doesn't stop what they're doing. It doesn't stop the malignancy. Even though they're old, they done had more years to practice, and they're doing all that on you, even though they may be incapable of taking care of themselves. They're the only one in the house with themselves, but every time you come, you would think they would be grateful. No, they get more and more malignant, and they take all that they feel out on you, all that they experience, they take it out on you. Cindy said, she said, the moment you find out or see what you weren't meant to see, except your Savior wanted you to see it, she said that you were in danger. Remember to call out to your Savior when you start to feel the narc pressure. And that's every day. That's every day, because that's their nature. She said, how do you break these soul ties? You break them through prayer. You break them through NC. You break them through changing your mind. You have to change your mind, and you change your mind by input. You input and you overthrow your current thinking. And how you do that is you have to put enough new information into your mind till it deletes out and removes out the old information. The Bible calls it mind transformation. Be renewed in the spirit of your mind. And the Bible said, transform your mind with the word of God. And then you can prove what is excellence, good, and perfect. So what happens is, as you train your mind in different stages, and the mind gets stronger in stages. And every stasis is a ranking order in your thought processes. The stronger your thought processes are, the stronger your mind is. And the stronger your mind is, the more powerful your resistance is to the narc pressure. That was really good right there. That was really good. Anita said, yes, I am dealing with this. Absolutely, Anita. Yeah, and sometimes she said, and he still love bombed them minutes later. It cursed me out. Absolutely. You talking about confusion? Absolutely. And that's called trauma bonding. He's trauma bonding you. So you'll get used to the trauma and it'll bond you to him. She said, my mother is a convert narcissist, and I know now that she is the reason why I lost my kidney. Whoa. But I'm a survivor. She said, lessons learned and no contact forever. Ooh, Michelle, that's a deep one. I would love to hear about that. Write me and tell me about that. She said, what is the narcissist becomes? Isolated and handicapped in his old age. Is it wrong to want to snatch them up? Of course it is. You got to keep your spirit free, because once their poison get into you, you're going to start going down. She said, my covert ex was a detective. She said, and we were together for almost 7 years, and we was almost a mixed couple. We was also a mixed couple. She said, and moving to another state, I caught him cheating. He forgot he gave me the password to, she's still writing. Teresa said, I have gone, no contact. Absolutely. No contact is the only way to go, guys, because as long as you have the narcissist, you have the present tense influence. She said, depression feels like I can't let her go. Ooh, this is trauma mind. Yeah, trauma mind calls me depression, feel like I can't let go. SA, that is called trauma bonding. Trauma bonding is like glue. The more they treat, and see, trauma bonding go into mistreatment, because what's going to keep you with the narcissist is the mistreatment. And the harder they mistreat you, the closer and the stronger the bond get. Because without the bond, you don't think a person love you. And there are people, if the narcissist don't beat them, kick them, misuse them, they don't think they're loved. And even when the narcissist is gone, they look for someone that's going to give them that treatment. Trauma bonding conditions your mind to pain. It conditions your mind to trauma. And it calls you to love what you should hate. And it calls you to hate what you should love. Because when you trauma bonded, you don't want a regular person. If you got a person to love you, you would think that person is weak. Because remember, the narcissists live by virtue lies. Everything they do is a lie. The love, the trauma, but all of it is a lie. So the whole relationship is built on a lie. Even if you were in it for 30 years, you live 30 years a lie. That's why 30 years of marriage, that narcissist can still cheat. The narcissist gaslight, they devalue you. And then next thing you know, he's discarded you. Boom, he comes back, and it's a cycle over and over. It's the same thing. Cindy said, trauma bond explanation, unique. She said, get used to the trauma, and they dish out, and then, then they got you bonded. Can you elaborate? Absolutely. Just what I was saying. They get used to pain. There are some women, if you don't cause pain, they don't think that you love them, because that's what they used to. The narcissists get you used to something, because the brain conditioned with consistency. The brain conditioned with pattern. So whatever you pattern the brain, whether good or bad, after a while, the brain go automatic pilot. And the brain start almost a presupposition of the occurrence that you've given it. So if the brain get into a familiar zone, it release the familiar frequency, and it'll calibrate you as normal, where everybody else see you as abnormal. It's abnormal for you to be beat. It's abnormal for you to be devaluated. It's abnormal to constantly receive lies. It's abnormal to know that they're triangulating with somebody else and you are still there. That's abnormal, but to you, that's your normal. So it doesn't seem awkward to you. She said, can withholding information through manipulation and triangulation also be considered lies in the not relationship? It's not considered, it is a lie. And Not Free Living says, there are monitoring demons, spirits. These are the spirits that hover. Trauma bond and soul ties keep you wanting them, and they know that you would want them even though it's hurting you. It's sick because it's trauma. Look at the word, trauma bonding. So it's bonding, or it's networking, or knitting. They call it soul knitting. So a soul tie is to tie minds together. Your mind is your mind, your thoughts, your will and your emotion. You are tying all that together. So the narc emotion to your emotion, the narc's will over your will, and the narc's thoughts over your thoughts. And it's always over because the narc does not share an even place. The narcissist always overthrow your place, and they subsidize their place. They put replacement. We call it the law of replacement. And the law of replacement is always to put the narc things in. So everything goes out, it's from the narc. Everything dies, it's from you. And that is really horrible, but it is the truth. She said, I'm breaking out going forward. And it is so hard. Yes, ma'am, when you make up your mind, it is. She said, he even brought a woman to my home. Cindy said, threw rocks in the pond or the river. Practice letting them go deliberately. Oh, that's good. That's good. She said, thank you, NFL living. Okay, she said, I love myself. Now I have learned. Good girl. And Zero Tolerance said, 11 years, I know 11 more mothers. Okay. Let me see. She said, can withhold it. Okay, we dealt with that one. There, okay. Let's keep going up. She said, difficult dealing with the narcissist parents that are elderly and you have to be there. It is. It is. It absolutely is. Okay, let's get that back around here. There we go. Let's get that back around. There you go. It is. It's very difficult. It's very difficult because you are obligated to take care of your parents. And you know, and see, you are the only child, so there's nobody else. If you don't do it, it doesn't get done. But it doesn't stop their nature. It doesn't stop their flow. It doesn't stop the way they operate. It doesn't. They will keep doing what they're doing. They're going to torture you. They're going to, and sometimes we don't even know that you're being devalued. They'll devaluing you right there. And not only that, they can discard. Discard can be any period of time. Some narcissists can literally discard you for 6 hours. What do you mean? What's the difference between a discard and a silence? Silence is they are still there. Discard, in their mind, you no longer exist. Even though you're physically there, they would treat you as if you are dead. There's absolutely nothing. And that's why a discard, a narcissist choose to leave, get out of your presence, because they know that you in the black zone. So everything you sound, everything you say when you are discarded to that narcissist, it sounds like an illegal frequency or a foreign language. When they hear you speak, it sounds like a foreign language. It sounds like their mind cannot interpret what you're saying. That's why they get so angry when they discard, because sometimes they discard, and because you're trauma bonded, you want to hoover or you beg them back. Now, when you beg them back, when a narcissist block you out, you're blotted out until they need your fuel, not fuel, until they need your fuel. And then when they need your fuel, they come back, because everything you say is non-existence. And you have to remember, a narcissist live in an alternate world. So while you are trying to explain your world, they're in their world. So your world does not exist to them. She said, how do I forgive myself for an abortion? He put a rope around my neck, kicked my legs out and underneath me. And when I came to, he said, you need to take care of that, and you're going to have an accident, or you're going to have an accident. You know, Heather, that is a malignant, pathological narcissist. They are without emotions, and they can do horrific things and justify that in the name of narcissism. It's not in the name of love. That is horrible. You know, that there can be some legal implications if you can prove that. There can be some tremendous legal implications behind that. And when you stay, a narcissist that abuse you so bad and you stay, they actually lose respect for you unless you're the primary source. Because in their mind, that primary source has to stay there. But the primary source go through the worst abuse, and they lie unscrupulously. And this is why you can go through things and that narcissist will look you in the eye and say, no, I didn't do that. Or they look away because they cannot look you in the eye because of guilt, not because of pain and feeling shame for what they did. It's the guilt that's eating them up. Let's see what else we have here. Cece said, he forgot he get, okay. He called me many names, everything opposite of what he says. When things are good, absolutely. Tieta said, there are so many more people with beautiful souls and good hearts than the amount of narcs in our population. So why are they able to cause so much pain? Because they occupy space in a negative way. Most of the other people are normal people. They hurt and then they repent. They say, I'm sorry, like a regular relationship, because they have remorse. They have sympathy. They can feel. The narcissists feel nothing. It's like being married to an android. It's like talking to your computer. You can tell, like Siri. You said, Siri, how you feel? Siri don't identify with feelings. So Siri goes to a word bank and she pulled words out that contribute to the question you ask. And she answered that question according to the word in the vocabulary bank. Has nothing to do with how she feels. You can call Siri stupid, ugly. Siri don't feel anything. She just a app. So it doesn't matter what you say. That's the way the narcissist is. They're like an app. They don't feel what you say. They don't feel your pain. They don't feel your grief. As a matter of fact, they cause more grief. That's why holidays, they make sure that it's the worst days for you, or you go through something, your parent died, a brother died. You would be amazed how horrific they are. They don't even care. As a matter of fact, they add more pain to your pain. She said, Heather, thank you for being out of my life for 8 years. She said, but that haunts me. Why, Heather? Why does that haunt you? She said, yes, the primary source go through the worst mental and physical abuse because they have more access. So the narcissists make you pay for big favors because you have access to the narcissist. The narcissist come home to you. You can enjoy sexually with the narcissist because you have more opportunity than a regular supply that he's not with all the time. You got access to personal information, personal knowledge. So that's the narcissist benefit package. And when you got access to the narcissist benefit package, like the bank or whatever, even though he have his dirty little secrets, there may be times that's necessary that you have access. There are some narcissists that are very good at taking care of business, and they take care of their home. They make sure their children is taken care of. And that's why it's so hard when you go outside of the home to prove what you're experiencing in the home, because of the way they care for the home. But remember, everything the narcissists do 9 times out of 10 is built upon lies. And the narcissist built his life, and the more lies he tell, the stronger they get in who they are. And they love it when they lie. If you notice, when he's lying, he get energy from it. With your reaction, with your response, they energize. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what Wanda say. Miss Helen, I commend, she said, I commented way at the top to think you were reading another comment. She said, Miss Helen, I commented way at the top to think you were reading another comment. Okay, Wanda, explain that one. She said, yes, every holiday is ruined. They're going to make sure that you are the worst, that the holidays. That's why they hoover the holidays, because they think you're weak. She said, had a female friend who was a narc and didn't realize it. She always called herself a savage and would tell people to get out of their feelings. Yep. Because they don't want to handle your feelings. Because you and your feelings, you're going to go to accountability with them. She said, so the only way to get over this is to better yourself and ignore them. Anything else we can do to hurt them. Oh, succeeding definitely hurt them. And look what Sean said. She said, Android, lie, cheat, steal, destroy my entire marriage every holiday. He destroyed on purpose, intentionally. That's how he got his fuel. And Cece said, them to him. He was completely shocked that I even had the information. She said, once armed with that. Okay, let me get that back. Once armed with that. She said, I also let him know that he was a converted narcissist and went no contact and have been for 2 years. Yeah, it was good, because when you tell a narcissist that he's a narcissist, you definitely need to have a place to go. And Zero Tolerance said, that narc can't perform in sex in my situation. 2-minute man. Oh, you couldn't tell him that. That 2 minutes, he think he run the world. She eventually started having feelings when people went no contact. She still don't have them. It just looked like it. She said, are these people possessed, Pastor? Oh, yes. He would sit in my house for days watching TV as if I didn't exist. The Bible said God is love. These people have no love. Their sympathy is false. They don't care about people. Everything has to be their way. The 9 traits, go to my video that's talking about the narcissist. What is a narcissist? I list the 9 traits that is in the health manual. And these 9 traits will be in every narcissist. And most narcissists does not have 9 traits. Most of them have between 5 and 7. Very rare do you find narcissists with not all 9 traits visible, but some of them are, and they usually are a beacon. They are malignant to the max, and most of them you have to get out of Dodge. If a narcissist say they're going to do something to harm you, they plot and plan that. Believe it and get out of Dodge, especially when you know they are malignant. Wanda say, yes, ma'am, command earlier. She said, commented earlier, my comment is away at the top. I believe you missed it and you were reading comments. Okay, Wanda, just put that comment back. Just put it back while we're at the bottom. I have a question. Do they change their name if they are so? Yeah, they change their name. A narcissist do it. He's a narc. If they've done so much damage, they will go to another state, change their name. They can have 30 different IDs. They can have 30 different name changes. Because if you go back to a city and state that they've been in, there was so much devastation, especially if you deal with the lower ranking or the lower mid narcissists that are very violent. They steal. They don't think, they're very reactive instead of responsive. They don't take time to think about what they're doing. They're very reactionary, very emotional, very violent. They set off easy. They get angry easily. That's why the lower narcissist is one you don't want to get angry, because they need to see blood, and a narcissist will not stop. That's why physical violence to the lower narcissist and the upper narcissist is really tremendous. Now, when you start getting to the upper mid narcissist and the greater narcissist, that doesn't mean they don't do it. They just don't personally do it, because by that time they done built up so many flying monkeys. All their work is done for them. They get other people to do it. But the lower narcissists and the lower mid narcissists, they are reactionary. Before you know it, I mean, they done grab something and they done hit you with it, and you almost die behind these different beatings. And then they cry and tell you how sorry they are. And then they do it again. Then they cry and tell you how sorry, because it's a whole lie. The lower narcissists and the upper mid narcissists can be very, very violent unless they are malignant narcissists. The psychopathic narcissist, even the sociopathic narcissist can be something to deal with when it comes to physiological damage or mental damage. Cindy said, thanks, love that information. She said, how do we hurt them back? By being strong, because they can't stand your strength. That's what kills them, because that's why they degrade you, devalue you, to bring you down to the lowest denomination, and then they get few. But once they see that you can't break, the narcissists are not able to break everyone, but these are people who doesn't stay under that kind of tyranny. Because if you stay there, even if you go to a sonogram, the brain is affected by their presence. That's why sometimes the narcissists pull up, your heart start beating, you start sweating, you got pasty skin, you can't hardly breathe, you start having a panic attack, because your brain start anticipating what's coming. And so the brain just start in advance to just start showing emotional outbreaks, panic attacks, because you know you're getting ready to go through some crazy stuff, because that's just in the narcissist. And Sean say, Amanda, yes, my husband has changed on his social media account, dating apps. Right now has a wife, fiance, and a woman pregnant. Oh my God. Yep. Sound just like him. And Sheila said, anyone had experience with a malignant narc after a victim sent him to prison? Dangerous. Dangerous. Usually, if that's the case, I usually instruct that person to move out of where you are. Don't stay where you are. Get out of the city. Get out of the city, because usually, if you got a narcissist that went to prison and he's malignant, he already told you what he's going to do when he get out. He already told you, I'm going to do this. 9 times out of 10, they plan it. He done had prison time to plan that. He's seen it in his mind. He see it in his life, and he'll live for that moment, and he won't stop until he get it done. So if you have a malignant narcissist, my advice to you is to definitely leave from your present space. And if you can hide yourself or go into some kind of witness protection, that would be fine. Now, if you have children with the narcissist, that can be difficult. I advise you to get legal counsel. Get legal counsel as into what you can do. And when you get legal counsel, don't self-diagnose and say, I'm dealing with a malignant narcissist or psychopathic narcissists. Let them decide that. But what I will advise you to do is to get legal counsel, because in 35 years of experiences, when they tell you they're going to do something, they put their energy in their mind and their plan, and they get it done. And Patricia Lynn said, how do you leave a narcissist when you are saved, but so tired of the behavior and feel guilty if you have to leave your family? When it comes to your life, what else is more valuable? Patricia, when it comes to your life, I know I am a pastor, so I understand the legal ramifications, but I believe sometimes churches are wrong. Church leaders, not the churches. Church leaders can be wrong because they tell you to stay at any cost. And I've had people that stayed and they got killed. They were murdered. They died. They lost their mind. They were in an institution. You don't stay in harm's way. You get out of harm's way. And you got to find out what that should mean to you. And so you got to go to safety, especially when you have years of the same thing under your belt, that no matter how long you stay with that narcissist, no matter what you gave to that narcissist, it doesn't work. When you give, you have to give more. When you do, you have to do more. It always takes more and more and more and more. And when you give that more, there's no evidence that it was ever given, because it's a bottomless pit. It goes right through and it has no meaning. Okay. Zero tolerance to narc, all of them. Michelle, that is so good. It is. Unfortunately, that is a very powerful and true statement. She said, that's what my mom went there with my dad, but she didn't have this knowledge. Absolutely. But you got this knowledge and you can do something with it. And Sheila said, I have nowhere to go and I own my home and in court now. She said, I saw those eyes and it was saying, yep, it's dangerous, baby. If the court decide to give you that home, because in an abusive situation, if in community property states, that can be devised when it is proven that there's been abuse, when it is proven that there's been a strong lack of consideration as far as the family, and the judge ruled in your favor. The judge will also rule the house to you so you can have it with the children, and there's no stipulation that you can't sell it. I will sell the house, get the money, and leave. If that's going to be your safety factor. You don't have to stay in present danger. Remember that. And if they went to prison, they're malignant. They're not going to stay there forever. They're going to get out. And when they get out, they only come back to what they know. Because where else they're going to go? They're going to come back to what they know. And what they know is you. And it'll be worse than before. She said, Teresa said, hit like a thumb so that the notification can go out to the others who needs to hear this. Oh, that is good. She said, Sean said, what advice do you have for wives who can't afford to leave the marital home where the narc is mentally tormenting them? When you are being mentally tormented and you cannot leave, then you're going to have to counteract that. You got to think, and that's why you do mirror talk. When the narcissist is not there, you may have to look yourself in the face because you done went through so much trauma till you're not your normal self. You don't even know that person you're looking at now because you done been through hell and back. But you got to get the strength to look her in the face and say, get up. They had a movie called The Matrix. And Trinity was running from these agents. And she jumped in the window and she rolled down the floor. And she was so terrified until she had to tell herself, Trinity, get up. And that's what you have to do. You have to call your name and say, get up. Get up. Those of you who are Christian, you have a God that hear and answer prayer. And those of you who meditate, you may not be a Christian. Not everybody on this port is Christian. You go to the source of help that you can get, and you have to shake yourself and awake yourself, and you have to get up, and you have to talk to yourself. You have to tell yourself, strengthen your mind, build your mind. He can't break what you build. He can only break what you fail to take care of. Whatever there's a lack of management, there can be an imposition on that. The enemy can overthrow that. The narcissist is an enemy to a strong mind when they're trying to tear your mind down. And if you can't leave out of your house, get books, get affirmation. Talk to yourself over. Get tapes. Talk to yourself in the tape. Listen to it. Get earplugs. Put them in your ear. Listen to affirmation all day that strengthen you. Strengthen you. Every day I get stronger and stronger, and I get stronger every day. I get wiser and wiser every day. Simple affirmation. I get wiser and wiser every day. I build momentum every day. I build strategy every day because I have a strong mind. I am strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. My mind is strong, and my mind would not be broken. I can think at the speed of success. I can think at the speed of greatness. My mind is strong and nothing will break my mind. My mind bounced back. My strength bounced back. I have a mind that is worth saving. I have a mind that is worth having. You got to talk to yourself, and you got to allow your words to go to your own ears to build your own mind, because you're in the house with the narcissist. You're being constantly tormented by the narcissist. You have nothing to counteract. You're not going to commit a criminal act that is going to take you away from your family and take your life away. It's not worth that. So now I'm going to have to revise, rebuild, and strengthen the things that he's tearing down. When he tried to tear down your mind and you're building your mind, after a while the narcissists will wear themselves out. And then when they start wearing themselves out, you start taking fuel now. You'll start taking energy. When you start taking the narcissist energy instead of the narcissist taking your energy, now the narcissist is defueling because it's taking so much fuel to deal with you, because every time he tries to tear you down, you build it up. That narc is gone. You are on a discard phase. She said he can't break what you build. Absolutely. And you have to build your mind. Cindy said wiser, wiser. Absolutely. Stronger mind breaks strongholds. That's absolutely right. Sean said getting up, strengthen your mind, manage yourself. She said I get stronger and stronger every day. I can think at the speed of greatness, and I have a mind worth saving. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. You can do this. I'm doing a t-shirt. ICDT. I can do this. You can do this. Cindy, you can do this. When you're in the house with a narcissist, it's not over. Not all narcissists win, and not all narcissists break people. You can tell that we're on this program. We're on this program. Come on. Did we break? Did you break? You're here. No matter what he's doing, you may be tormented now. But if he was winning, I promise you, you wouldn't be here talking to me. You wouldn't be here writing me. You're writing me about what you're going through. But guess what? It is not over, baby. It ain't nowhere near over. You still got some finesse about you because you are here online and you are saying it. If you can say it, it's proof that it's working. I'm looking for Wanda. I miss Wanda. Wanda, where are you? I don't see where you. There go Wanda right there. Wanda McKinley say, amen. Okay, Wanda, I miss what you wrote at the top. I wanted you to write it again so I could get it. If you don't write it here, email me. And the next time I come on live, I will personally bring that up. Dr. Sadler, can you tell us how you came to the realization that you were dealing with your own narc situation? It was just crazy. Nobody could be that crazy. Nobody could go through what I went through. My body went crazy. I mean, child, I can tell you some stuff. Crazy, crazy. I had 5 surgeries on my eyes. I almost lost my sight. You know, I had weight gain, but it wasn't regular weight gain. It's like you blow up a balloon, you know what I mean? It's like stuff just hanging there. I was hanging there, okay? And just a lot of stuff that was going on. And I dealt with so much pressure, a lot of fog in my mind, wasn't able to think at my maximum, but I refused to give up, and I fed my mind against all odds. I fed it. And I fed it till it wouldn't break. I fed it till I wouldn't bend. I fed it till I wouldn't camp out. I wouldn't go out. I wouldn't put out anything but what I need to put out. And my mind was set. And I'm not telling you that was easy. It was very difficult. It was very hard. And unlike you guys, I didn't have this. I didn't have someone telling me. I just knew it was strange. And then I found out, like you, what I was going through. One day, I heard someone talking, not even online. And I was like, what was that word again? And what was those traits again? And what happened again? And as I studied, I was like, no, I'm not going to let another woman. I'm going to say something. So I start off a little rough, as some of y'all saw in the beginning, but I wasn't going to let another woman go without hearing, go without knowing. You're going to know what you're dealing with. You want to stay, you stay there. You want to make another decision, you make another decision, but you're going to have enough information to work with, because this stuff is dangerous. It's killing mechanism in a human form to a human body, and it kills the body that is attached to this human form that does not have a human nature. That's why, baby. This is why I'm talking, and I'm going to keep talking, and I'm going to keep being here. I just ask you guys, support me in the task that I'm doing. Tell everybody, get more people to look at the videos. Make sure that when you look at it, subscribe to the video. Push that bell on the video. When I do platforms that is talking about you, support the platform. Let's strengthen people. Let's strengthen them. Let's give them what they need to survive. And not only survive, to thrive. And that's my new motto. I'm not just surviving. I am thriving to greatness. And so are you. Oh boy, I tell you, I love this. She said, yes, I feel so swollen as well. Yeah. She said, you can tell it's depression weight. Yeah. Your face shows that you've been through or you're going through some. Absolutely. She said, I would feed my mind. I would not break. You are with strong women. Absolutely. She said, good evening. Hello there, Kimberly. How are you? She said, like the video, y'all. Yeah, like this video, guys. Come on. And you know what? More than anything, I need you to subscribe. I need you to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Push that bell, guys. If I work for you and it's working for you, push that bell. Give me some support. I'm going to keep doing this. As long as you keep coming, as long as you keep supporting, I'm going to do this. Tired. I have did these videos and almost fell asleep on the videos because I was so determined to get the information out. I won't let a woman die. I won't let a man die if I can have it on my watch. I've seen them die, y'all. I've seen them. I've seen men cut up their women in front of the children. Come on. Come on, y'all. You could do this. We're going to hold your hands up. We're going to hold your arms up. And we are your family. We are a lion pride. We have lions and lioness, and we are pride. And the women go get the food and bring it back to the brothers. Well, hey, the brothers protect the camp. They mark the camp. We are pride, and a pride stay together. We are a formidable force, and we hard to defeat when we're a team. That's why I want as many people when I go live, come on here. Because you're not going to just hear me talk. You're going to hear their story. Someone going to say something and it's right where you at. And they're going to say it like you need to hear it. They're going to say more than I say. I say what I say, but they're going to say it right where you are. They're going to say it right where you need to hear it. And you can feel something breaking in you the moment they start talking, because we have pros on this line. We have pros on this program. And on this show, they tell it like it is. They're going to tell you what they're going through. So you won't feel like something wrong with you, and you won't feel like you're the only one. We're telling you now, you are not the only one. You're the greater one, but you are not the only one. Patricia said, I feel blessed up. Yes, ma'am. And Dougman said, I was shaking in my legs and all kinds of false feelings. It was terrible. But see, that's the kind of effect they have on you. You get sick around them. She said, your videos are definitely helping me with Dr. Carmen. Phenomenal. You know, she did a video, and I want y'all to go see this video. The video is the narcissist versus the predator. That was excellent. That was an excellent video. Go and look at that. That is good. Dr. Bryan's my spiritual daughter, and she is awesome. And I'm telling you, you got people who genuinely care about you. We love you. And we think about you, and anything that we can do to strengthen you, build you. We do these conferences, we do the platform. We're going to do whatever it takes to build you, and you will be strengthened. And when strategy comes, follow it. She said, thank you. And that's Patricia Lynn saying, yes. Miss Saller, please tell Sharon Johnson about flying monkeys. Flying monkeys is people that the narcissist has a cause to attach to them, and they are loyalists. They'll do anything they say, and they are his watchmen. They are his dictators. They are his absorbers. They are his empaths. They are his prophetic eye. He uses them for his own benefit. Some of them will sleep with him and could be the best friend, a family member. They don't care. They follow them on the job and they report everything that supply is doing that narcissists want to know. Flying monkeys are his FBI agent. They are his security. They are his secret service. They are everything that narcissists need. And you cannot trust a flying monkey because they are loyal to the narcissist. Never believe a word. If you got a friend and that friend all of a sudden seems friendlier, or a family member and they seem friendlier to the narcissist, and you're looking at them wondering when that relationship happened, don't tell them anything. Don't give them any private information. None, because they are no longer for you. They are for the narcissist. She said, my ex-narc really was a devil. You know what, Jennifer? We believe it. And Aaron said, Helen, you are so amazing with your explanation. So much love to you from Florida. You know what? Right back at you, Aaron. Right back at you. And thank you so much. She said, they want you to look crazy so the attorney would think you lying. You know why? Because most time in the court system, and let me tell you about the persuasion of the narcissist. The persuasion of the narcissist is the energy they give off. If you notice, when people get around them, they just change. They can't stand them. Then they get around them. They just fall in love with them because they have a spirit of persuasion. That spirit that works with them, it almost like it's releasing a demonic mist, and it holds them spellbound. That's what happened when they go to court. So what we pray for those, we break all atmospheric control, influence, affluence, illegal influence, affluence. And God, all things will work together for our good, whether it would benefit us and not the narcissist. Because most people don't know about narcissism. They don't have enough information. And I mean, in recent years, as they're growing, they know it exists, but they don't have the specialty that you need. When you are dealing with a narcissist, you need a lawyer that knows what they're dealing with, so they will not be gaslighted, or they will not be love bombed by the narcissist, because the narcissist will go after your lawyer if they will. Because if greater narcissists, upper mid narcissists have an idea what they have, and they know that they affect mind and body just by their presence, so they'll be around you because they know they're going to influence with their presence. And before you know it, they got you in their grip. That's why they got so many flying monkeys. And you wonder, how is all these people doing what they said? Because they have the spirit of persuasion. It's like a mist release, and it mesmerized them. Kimberly said, you are telling the truth about flying monkeys. Absolutely. Sheila said, I am in school now studying psychology to be a victim's advocate. Oh, you're going to see the narcissists. You're going to learn what they're doing. And Carmen said, my sibling slept with my narc and has tried to get back together. Flying monkeys, not everything but their own mind. Got everything but their own mind. Absolutely. She said, the narc didn't like me praising God. I'm Catholic. Yeah, they cannot stand real spirituality because it condemns what they do. She said, some had to tell me that. She said, my narc, this is Amanda, family, oh my God, that was right there. Killed me. Oh my God. And this is Jesus. This is Jesus' girl, Betty. She said, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness, rulers of the darkness of this world. You know, principalities, when the Bible talks about principalities, it is location dominated. So those spirits dominating location. And that's why you can go to a city and they all got this kind of same character. You know, you go to a poverty city, they all poor. You go to a wealthy city, they all wealthy. They crazy, but they wealthy. And then, so they take dominion in different places, and that's the way the narc act, like a principality. Wherever they are in that location, they become the dominating force, the dictator force of that regime. And that regime may be your house and your family. Then they go to your family, and then they try to release that demonic mist, and they try to take regime. If you have a father, usually the father won't let it, but if the father's not strong against the narcissist, now they got two houses. They got your your house and their house. So when you have an escape, you have nowhere to run because your family now are all flying monkeys. Then the narcissists move to your friends. They're circulatory. And so they move around in the system that is around you, and they begin to operate and take authority of your circulatory system. And they may even stop the flow of life flow or blood flow or influence flow. And they keep everything where now the circulatory system has been pampered. And that's when the narcissists isolate you while they go to work around you. And by the time they allow you out of isolation, they got all these flying monkeys, and you can tell it's different. You can tell it's not the same. You can tell your level of influence and power has been different, and that the narcissists have gained traction. And they do that because once you offend them or you cause a narcissistic injury, they are going to smear you. They go for a smear campaign. Boy, I tell you, this is really good stuff right here. And let's look at Blackness said, Doctor, how do you know if any man is a narcissist? I went through hell, serious belt beating, punch, kick, strangle, silent treatment, ranting, shouting, when father left you, etc. You know, all of those are good traits. You got evil people, and evil people are different from a narcissist. It doesn't mean that every time somebody is evil, they are a narcissist, but a narcissist have certain traits. You know, they feel they feel like you owe them everything. They feel better than anybody else. They feel privileged. They feel that you should give them what they want. They live in an alternate world, an alternate reality. They feel that once they want something, it should be given them. It's not whether you an option. An option is not there when they want it. They should have it. They feel like they can get anybody they want. And once they get anybody they want, everybody submits. And when people don't submit, you notice that they go through a changeover. They go through changeover friends because you have to do what the narcissists say. There are different these traits, and they all the same. They can be Chinese, Russian, black, white, Indian, Asian. They can be Palestinian. They all have these traits, even though they have different personalities. They're different individual personality attached to these narcissistic traits, because you can talk to a woman in Korea and then you can talk to a woman in America, and they're going through the same thing with different personalities, because this handbook of narcissism works the same. And this is why we can talk. Look at us. Look at how many people on here, and we're all talking the same story. We are all saying the same thing, and the same thing is because we go through the same traits, but with different personality, because every narcissist has their personality, but every narcissist are in that narcissistic trade book. Carmen said, I know narcs do well in business and so on the job. They are the dominators. Yeah, because they don't care about anybody. You know, when you got a narcissist that don't care about anybody, just think if you had a landlord and the landlord was the narcissist, they will put you out on the street, no problem. They don't care what the law said. But if you got a person who cares, they will say, well, I'm going to give you an extra week. I'll give you a little bit of time, because they're not narcissistic. So the narcissist in business, which I'm going to teach on that, and I'm going to teach on that because it is the proven aspect of the narcissist. They're very aggressive, very competitive, very controlling, very dominating. They have a lewd sense of reality, because they operate in an alternate world. And some of you are dealing with a narcissist in an alternate world. You keep wondering what's wrong with them. They're not in your world. They remember lies, and the lies keep coming. Well, in the alternate world, it's like if they see a movie, they start playing out the movie. They see a character, they start playing out the character. They are character acting. That's why a lot of times the narcissists don't know who they are. They always mirroring their supply. They mirror television. They mirror what they read, because what they read, they're so empty and so many holes until they're reading who they should be, and they start mimicking that. This is Teresa said, true pastor, my blood pressure went up to, that's stroke level, life threatening. She said, and I don't have high blood pressure. It was dealing with this devil. Absolutely. Thank God for keeping you. She said, I was just thinking about that today. I was wondering, how do people from one arena all have the same person spirits, and realize the narc spirit has followed me in bouncing from one person to another, because it's the same spirit. It's the same force that works within that person. That's why it's all the same. You know, it reminds me, if you see a child with Down syndrome, they have certain features that you will recognize. They're at different intervals of understanding and activations and abilities, because you got some people that have Down syndrome that are very intelligent. They have business. They're multimillionaires, and they work themselves up. They are able to grasp the level of intelligence and build a multi-million dollar structure. Well, that's the way it is with some narcissists. The narcissists in business can build structure. They don't care, so they are rude. They're listless, and they are non-concerning. They're discombobulated from truth. They're discombobulated from emotions and feelings, so they can get in there and they will work all night because they are driven by what they want. And that's why you can have a narcissist. He said, I won't be home, and when he's not coming home, and he's at the office, he's doing things, but he's at the office and he can work all night. They don't need a lot of sleep, so they work. Okay, and this is Naomi said, she said, look up Rebecca Zong on YouTube. She's a lawyer and she knows how to deal with oh yeah, she's very, very, very good, and she specializes in divorce cases. She said, could you please give me a little insight? Blackness, what do you want insight on? Tell us what you want insight on, and somebody will answer you. She said, there was an Iraq lady at this spa I work at, and she was very dominant. She tried me right away, and I nicked it in the bud immediately. They see your light and your ability. She said, and they try. She's still writing. Legions of demons, one God. Absolutely. Miss Sadler, I heard no matter where they are from, the common denominator is they are damaged. Yeah, some of them are damaged through abuse, but some of them could be damaged because they're the golden child. When you have the golden child, your parents live their life through you. You can't decide what you want. You can't do what you want. They basically take over your life. And when they take over your life that you have a right to, after a while, you're saying, wait a minute, I don't have a right to think. They're going to tell you your career. They're going to tell you what to wear. They're going to tell you who to date. They're going to tell you the hours to sleep. They're going to tell you what to eat. And finally, the person goes inside of themselves and lose themselves because they feel like they don't exist anyway. And then that narcissistic traits start coming out of them, even though they were the golden child. So now they feel privileged and they feel like I should have it my way, and they are totally selfish. They're totally selfish. And so a lot of narcissists that's definitely been traumatized, ignored, rejected, where a lot of us was probably rejected as we grew up. And as you rejected, as you grew up, you have different ways of handling it. But some people can't handle that type pressure. So they go inside themselves and they don't come out, and they're locked. They locked inside. And even when you do a study on the brain of the narcissist, they find out their brains are structured a little bit different. So the way they comprehend, the way they think is different from another person. And the little muscle back there that calls compassion, then a lot of them, it's not even there. It's missing. Okay. And she said, they try to intimidate you. She said, this Iraqi woman marked her territory like a dog, and she wouldn't mess with me after I stood my ground. Absolutely. It's just like when you see a lion, a hyena see a lion. In a group, they can take the lion, but by themselves, they're no match. And so a lion can see an elephant. The elephant sees the lion, and the elephant say, eat her. The lion sees the elephant and he says food. So it's a matter of the mind. It doesn't matter how big you are. It matters how you think, because there are some big people that have massive amount of advantage over people, but their mind is small. So the smaller guy with the bigger mind takes advantage and wins. Okay, let's do a few more, and we're going to leave. We're slow, just a little bit over an hour. So let me do two more. Pat says they lack necessary emotional intelligence. It seems scary because we are seeing an adult with childish tantrums. Yes, ma'am. She said, my arch held a gun on me because I caught him with another woman. Totally evil. Absolutely, because you got to remember, when you think you have a right, you think there should be no opposition, and they lack accountability. That you should be accountable to them, but they should not be accountable to you. Why? Because they think they're better. Isn't that something? Carmen said, Red, stand your ground. She said, I was my mom's golden child. She said, I'm an empath. Oh, yeah. Boy, that is something to think about. The golden child that is an empath. Ugh. I never thought to do a video on that. I'm going to have to study that. That can be quite intriguing for an empath that is a golden child with their mom meets a narcissist, and you have just as much equilibrium as far as rights and thinking you should have your way as the narcissist. So that kind of empath is going to clash with the narcissist, and there's going to always be a battleground because it's going to be competition, except the empath feel guilty when they do wrong and the narcissist does not. The empath is about loving and caring and sharing, but an empath that is a golden child may have some slight differences than a regular empath. That is pretty good. That was really good. I like that one. And that was Jennifer. Jennifer, you definitely causing me to think. Pastor, why don't they need a lot of sleep? Demons don't need sleep. They're wandering spirits. When you wander, you don't need sleep. You need territory. Is there any reason why my question can't be discussed? Blackness, what is your question? Write your question again. Maybe her mother was an inverted narcissist, so making her the golden child was as an empath was easier. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Empaths are not made; they're gifted with it. It's instinctive. So if it was an inverted narcissist made a golden child, inverted narcissist, I don't see that. I don't see that. Well, you know what? Now that I think about it, possibility, bam, got me studying again. I can see that. I can see that very, very, very well. I can see that. The only thing is the inverted narcissist is still selfish. The inverted narcissist is still self-centered. The inverted narcissist go through all the traits as the other, except they're inverted. Everything is extensive insight. And the inverted narcissist usually have to have a master narcissist because the inverted narcissist is attracted to pain. So let me think on that one. Boy, I love this one. This is the first program that I've had that actually provoked me to thinking. I love it. I love it. I'm going to do some studies. She said, I have a question. And I want blackness. I need blackness to ask that question. Yeah, blackness, please ask your question again. I'm going to personally look for her question. She said, I have a question. She said, I know that it's probably off the topic. She said, but I guess, well, somehow my ex-partner and his friend called my phone and left a voicemail, but it was an accident. He didn't know that. Okay, so what did the voice, Serena? We need more information. We need more information. Okay, I'm looking for blackness. She haven't wrote her question yet. My narc husband is trying to replace me socially. He goes to mom event instead of me. We have almost 4-year-old. Okay, Something must happen because he stopped recently. Is this typical? Now, is that his mom that he's going with, or is that your mother he's going with? Answer that question for me. Is it your mom or his mom? First live I've caught. Thank you. Oh, praise the Lord. I'm so glad that you are on. That's T. Renata. Thank you so much. I am looking for blackness. Her question, she said, Miss Saller, please do. She said, my grandbaby was born an old soul, is an empath. Ex-narc has made her the golden child. He said, and I've seen such change in her in 4 years. Of course. Of course, she said, do you think my mom is a narcissist? I went to 4 years of systematic beatings with her with a belt, punch, kicked. Yeah, she could be a malignant. Oh, I saw that question and I answered that. She could be a malignant narcissist. She can very well be malignant. That person right there is malignant and possibly sociopathic. Possibly sociopathic. Malignant narcissists are very violent. Well, you know, a sociopath or a pathological narcissist. They are psychotic narcissists because some narcissists see hallucination. Some narcissists deal with schizophrenia and they see things. They're already in the alternate world, but when they're dealing with schizophrenia, this alternate world works within them. So when they're beating you, there's a voice talking to them, telling them things and telling them, and the more they beat you, the better they feel because that spirit dealing with them is rewarding them for the pain that they're causing others. If that makes sense. So blackness could be, we definitely know it's malignant because it's detriment, and could very well be a sociopathic or a psychological narcissist because they have no mercy, no feelings toward that beating whatsoever. Carmen said, I believe it was an accident. It seemed like he was trying to triangulate and show you the new supply and how happy they are, which is a lie. Yeah. They always do, place and sin and bring her over here by telling her you never help. And that's what I've done. Well, he never asked me to go over there. And he actually asked me and keep pushing on it for me to go. Anytime the narcissist is encouraging you, there's a backfire in it. Be careful of all backfires. She said that Android Siri analogy is on point. She said, thank you, that filled a piece I needed for my healing. God bless you. All you need credit. God bless you. Blackness say, I see she left me exposed to sexual abuse and when angry would shout and rant. I was a small child and would feel pain till I couldn't scream. Yeah, she was probably a sociopathic narcissist. And that is torment for a child. And it's unfortunate because they're unable to attach to you as a child. And you go through the pain of your mom. And that is most unfortunate. And so hopefully you are getting some type of help for that. You're going to need help. Serena, blackness, you're going to need help for that. You really need help for that. Thank you so much, Patricia. She said, okay, thank you. But blackness, I want you to really seek help because there's a little girl that's in a closet. And this little closet is called memory. And this memory is still coming out because a little girl is this. So you're probably dealing with rejection issues, abandoned issues, and I would dare to say an orphan child because even though you had parents, it's like you didn't have parents. And everything you needed, it seemed like you have to get on your own when you are left to sexual abuse and there is no protection, there is no government over you. You are just left out there. So blackness, I want you to seek counseling. Seek counseling in your area. This this is very necessary for you to heal, because the little girl has to die and the woman has to emerge. The woman has to live, but she's not going to live as long as the little girl is in charge. And when your little girl is in charge, the little girl in you is in charge, your pain is going to be in charge. Unfortunately, you may not want to hear this, but what you're going to continue to draw is your mom. You will continue to draw that until there is a healing agent that goes in your life, because the magnet now is to draw the pain to you, to draw the abuse to you. So you will keep getting this, but now from a child to an adult, because it's in your mind and it's the frequency of your life. Adam Reed said, my friend was a narcissist, and so is his mother, and the apple never falls far from the tree. He thought his wealth would keep him around. No amount of money is worth that craziness. Would keep you around. No amount of money is worth that craziness. You are so right. Get out of Dodge. T.G. Tudo said, once you know, you go and don't come back. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's read one more, guys, and then we are going to leave. Stacy said, I'm just freaked out because he's a man and it looks crazy. I don't know how I could have loved this man. And this is Red. I'm going to answer that. She said, you identified the problem. Now you can come up with a solution. Gather your strength and power. Take your power back. She said, I want to start calling him a mommy daddy. Ooh. Yeah, you're getting ready to stir up a narcissistic injury. Renee said, how do you get that out of your mind? You were telling blackness. Okay, what you're going to need some help. Where blackness is, that is intensive. That was torture. She was tortured. She needs some help. She needs some help to go through this. She needs some help to go through this, and rightly so, because no child should have endured what she endured, because she remembers the pain of it. Her brain, when she think of it, her brain starts manifesting the pains, the smell, the moment, the age. And what she have to do is not revert back. And sometime when you don't went through so much trouble, the reversion you start reverting back without even knowing that you're reverted back. You start getting the pain, and the pain come. You dream it, you think it, you eat it, you meet people and you remember it, and then you connect them with what the pain that you had in the past, and you're never free. Blackness, I would definitely seek counseling, because you're going to have to kill the little girl. She has to go into her proper place, and her proper place is not in this time. But the woman has to emerge. And the woman has to emerge separated from the pain of the little girl in the remembrance of it. But she can remember but not hurt. Because your memory of it is the healing for someone else. Your pain of it is the hurting of you. So what you're going to do is heal the woman and release the little girl. And so how do you get that out of your mind? With counseling. You need a counselor. You need a therapist, psychologist, or a psychiatrist. You need help to push you toward the moment. Keep listening to these videos. These videos help. I am one of them. My daughter is one. And there's others that are real good. Like Les Carter. He's really good. Enlightened Target. They're really good. They can help you. They can really help you heal. And I would like for you to listen to them. All right. Okay, what else do we have? She said, these narcs are crazy and they're puppets of the devil. Bad seed. Yep. And you know what? Seed make harvest. And those harvests keep growing. She said, yes, your video. She said, I've been watching them today. Very helpful. Thank you. And Laura said, deliver from the spirit of rejection, demonic oppression. Yeah, absolutely. Well, my family, it has been a blessing. It's always an honor. When we get on these programs, we don't know that we've been on here for over an hour. over an hour, almost 2 hours. So I want you to know that this has been a tremendous blessing. And it is a joy for me to hear the healing, to hear the opportunity for you to experience wholeness. Those of you who are still with the narcissist and going through turbulence and emotional trauma, you have to build your mind. There's no escape when you have to go back to the lion's den. What you have to do is train the lion and stay out of his way and for when he bites, because you have to build your mind and take management of your thoughts. You are more powerful than you believe. You will not just survive, you will thrive to your greatness. I am Helen Sadler, your destiny helper, and I want to appreciate you. I look to go live with you on next Thursday. Please let me know how this program is just really blessing you. So just write me at destinyhelper12s@gmail.com, and I will respond to you. Uh, thank you so very, very much. I really appreciate you. And those of you, keep coming on. Invite other people. Don't forget to subscribe. Every last one of you, go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. Don't let this slip. Manage that moment for me and subscribe. Push that bell and you'll get alert every time I come on. And you'll know all the things I'm doing as for conferences. Those of you, I'm doing a conference, and the conferences is Dating of the 21st Century. You can go to yourdestinyhelper.com and register. Yourdestinyhelper.com, and one of the tabs you'll see registration. Then you register. It's $30. So register, and it comes. It's Saturday, this Saturday from 10 to 2, and the cutoff day is Friday, tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So please join me. I love you. Big, 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 big hugs. You all are fantabulous. I am so proud of you for coming on this program and all of the words of encouragement that you're giving to each other. I really appreciate you. And I hate to cut off our moment, but I will have to see you the next time. Please go on my videos. Make sure you like those videos and keep listening to them over and over again. And I promise you, you will see the butterfly you are emerge out of that cocoon of pain. I love you to life. And this is Revive. She said, I thank you, rest easy, and take care of you. She said, I appreciate all you do, your words, your energy. All is a blessing. Thank you so much. Serena said, thank you for all you do. God bless you and be safe. Amen. I love you, and you have an awesome day. God bless you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.